This is nouns 16 through 20. I'm going to say each of these 5 nouns in English, then Spanish, and clap. And I'd like you guys to repeat them with me, okay? 16, little boy, niño. Little boy, niño. 17, family, familia. Family, familia. 18, neighbor, vecino. Neighbor, vecino. 19, the young person, el joven. The young person, el joven. And 20, living room, sala de estar. Living room, sala de estar. Let's look at niño. Now, niño can mean 2 things. You might have heard of El Niño. It's a weather condition that happens once in a while and it causes lots and lots of destruction. Okay? Niño can also mean little boy. Okay? Now, there are 2 things that can destroy a house or an area in a very short period of time. One is the weather system, El Niño, with its floods and its high winds, and the other is a little boy running around being a little boy. So, again, El Niño, the little boys can cause lots of destruction, and that weather system, El Niño, can cause lots of destruction. And I don't know that that's why they named it El Niño, but that would make a lot of sense to me. Now, family is familia. Remember, green letters mean they're exactly the same in Spanish and English, and they're even in the same order. So notice, F-A-M-I-L, F-A-M-I-L. But here's another example. Look at the word family. In English, it ends in a Y, and in Spanish, that Y turns into I. We've seen that happen with day. Day turns into dia. The Y turns into I. Then Mary. Mary turns into Maria. The Y turns into I. Now in family, turns into familia. The Y turns into I. You see that a lot in Spanish. Spanish people do not really use the letter Y very much. Most of the time, it turns into an I. Now, neighbor is vecino. Everybody say vicinity. Vicinity. If someone lives in the vicinity of your house, they're your neighbor. Okay? So, vecino's neighbor, neighbor is vecino. Vecino's neighbor, neighbor is vecino. Again, your neighbors are the people that live in the vicinity or the area of your house. Now, joven is young person. Everybody say juvenile. Juvenile. A lot of you have heard the word juvenile and might have heard the phrase juvenile delinquent. Now, juvenile means young, and juvenile delinquent is a young person who's made bad choices or has made bad decisions. But juvenile all by itself means young, and joven all by itself means young. Now, if it's a young boy, it's el joven, the young boy, and if it's a young girl, it's la joven. Okay? Now, living room is sala or sala de estar. Everybody say salsa. Salsa. Sala or living room is that fancy room where your mom doesn't want your friends coming over and making a mess. If your friends come over, she doesn't want you to go into the sala and eat food and spill stuff. Example, if she saw you in there eating salsa, she would lose her mind. Don't spill salsa. So here's how I remember it. Don't eat salsa in the sala. Everybody, don't eat salsa in the sala. Now, technically the word for living room is sala de estar, but most people just say sala. Just like technically we're supposed to say photograph, but most people just say photo. So you'll hear sala for living room, and you'll also hear sala de estar. All right, let's cover up the Spanish and do our post-quiz here. Take a few seconds, look at these 5 words in English and say the Spanish equivalents out loud, or, even better, look at these 5 nouns in English and write the Spanish equivalents down on a piece of paper to make sure you know them. This has been Nouns 16 through 20.